And in tonight's game, pride definitely brought at stake when you were with...
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Gasol. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
More than 40 years ago, the Oscar Robertson rule ushered in the new era of free agency in the NBA. In the last decade, players have taken personal agency. They've pulled up stakes and forced trades in search of an ideal environment. Now, sometimes for teams on the losing end of that, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But this is the new reality of the NBA. Kevin?
It is indeed, DA. Thank you. Conference rivals in this one, Doris. A regular season game that will likely have that postseason feel.
And we are the beneficiaries of what could be a playoff preview. You never know, obviously, how things are going to shake out in terms of seeding. What we know unequivocally are these two rivals are prepared to play in what we would consider not just any regular season game, perhaps a little more on the line than you might expect.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Gasol in at the 5 spot. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Siakam. Picked away. Here's Sexton. Banked in off the glass. Sexton's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Cleveland. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Passes to Anunoby. Shoots from 12. He can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, Greg, you cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And Toronto has possession. Darius Garland missing his last shot.
And it seems like every team is in search of the, quote, power wing. The guys that have the quickness to defend on the perimeter and the strength to battle inside. OG Anunoby certainly fits the bill.
And a 7'2" wingspan for Anunoby. He's got the reach, Doris, of a big man.
He does, Kevin. He also has the strength of a big man, but he's got the versatility defensively to guard across 4 positions. It's about finding consistent minutes for OG because the potential is there, Kevin.
And the first one at the line is good.
Obviously, times have been quite tough lately, but you have to think back to Cleveland's first and only title in 2016. LeBron's second season back in the city, and boy, did he deliver on his promise.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And that was an incredible year back in 2016. Of course, Draymond Green in that series suspended for Game 5. Doris changing the momentum.
Amazing to think, Kevin, how quickly things can shift and change in the NBA. Credit the Cavaliers. They made the bigger shots, and they had the best player on the floor in LeBron James. That was a season to remember.
And here's Lowry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Osman. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now Gasol. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Now here's Van Vliet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Thompson. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Sexton. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Shot clock at 3. The rebound by Gasol. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
Love kicks to Sexton. Knocks it loose. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
So fast to get out in transition. Pascal Siakam dangerous in the open floor.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Thompson passes to Osman. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Gasol. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. We're in the middle of the season, Doris. Some teams now just beginning to find their stride, their rhythm. How do they now maintain it?
Yeah, I think at this point of the year, you've established your rotation. Players know when they're going to come in, when they might be subbed out. I think it's about sort of finding, keeping, and maintaining that rhythm and execution that should be very, very well ingrained in your guys' habits.
I know you've played this way, but when you know your role, when you know the minutes and the rhythm, as we were just talking about, I think for a player that's huge. Am I correct?
You are. Know your role and star in your role.
Now, here's Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the clock. They need this. Offensive rebound. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Up top. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, here's Garland. Trailing by 4. Pass to Thompson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Osman missing.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Here's Lowry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Boy, Kyle Lowry has carved out for himself quite the career. This guy came in as a dogged defender, and on the offensive end, he's able to create for both himself and his teammates.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
You know, you think about the most important players in Toronto Raptors history. Vince Carter probably number 1. DeMar DeRozan would be on that list. But boy, Kyle Lowry has got to be there as well. Remarkable how far they've come since he joined the team back in 2012.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And the Raptors and Lowry both grew together, Doris, wouldn't you say?
A marriage made in heaven. Kyle Lowry has always played with a huge chip on his shoulder. He still carries that edge, but that maturity and leadership turned into a championship in Toronto. Doesn't get better than that.
Now, here's Sexton. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Now, here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. Sweet little floater.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Garland. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And Thompson kicks to Osman. Oh, here's Garland. Now recovering. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Love. Over Siakam. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Thompson.
There's a certain rhythm and pace to the way Kevin Love plays the game. He knows when to spot up off the pass.
Lowry for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
There's Garland. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Siakam outside. Gasol trying to free himself up, and the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 6 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Garland with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot's good from Love.
I think it's always solid execution to get Kevin Love a look on the interior. This guy can score in so many different ways in that space.
Now here's Van Vliet. Down low. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got his second bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Garland the pass to Thompson. Here's Osman. 9 points last game out. And Thompson kicks to Osman. Pass to Sexton. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 7.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, not an easy act to follow if you're Cedi Osman, right? You are taking over for LeBron James, one of the greats in the game, but I love his confidence.
Substitution here for Cleveland. Henson's checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Porter's checked in for Cedi Osman. And it's Dante Exum in for Colin Sexton. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Shots good by Ibaka.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cleveland moving it around. Here's Nance. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what I love about Larry Nance Jr.? This guy came into the league as a tremendous athlete, but his skill set just keeps improving. The passing, the shooting, I love it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And a quality defender. Larry Nance doesn't need Doris the ball to impact the game.
No doubt, Kevin, because he's willing to rebound the ball out of his area. He's willing to be a high motor guy on the defensive end. His activity is always a big lift to this team.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Both free throws good from Nance.
What a story Larry Nance Jr. is, guys, because at 16, this is a young man who was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Remarkably, it didn't slow him down. This guy has become a great role model for kids everywhere. Control the disease with a very strict diet. That's what he's done.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Porter in the corner. Passes it to Garland. No good. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The Cavaliers pull it in. Now, here's Exum. No points in the game yet for him. Henson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one out there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Cavaliers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person, even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Now, here's Garland.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Boucher. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Nance with the rebound. The Cavaliers trailing to the inside. And slam dunk by Henson.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
The Raptors have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And there's the pass to Powell. To the middle. Here's Boucher. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And that one drops. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Garland. And so he makes both from the line.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And here is Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A wide open look here for Ibaka. That three off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now, Exum. Oh, Nance in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here's Garland, picks one up.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
First one falls for.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
107 left in the first quarter. Here's Exum. The teardrop falls in. Exum's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Listen, Dante Exum has outstanding handle. He is masterful at knifing through the defense.
Oh, and Henson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. .51 seconds left to play here in the first. They recover it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
Boy, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
The Raptors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. First free throw is good.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. So he gets them both. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Exum passes to Henson. Here's Osman. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. And Henson kicks to Osman. Clock at 6. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Ibaka. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Well, I'll tell you, the confidence that is on display from Serge Ibaka, he is able to wreak havoc on the interior.
Exum with it. From deep three-point range. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Raptors lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, Norman Powell is out there with Davis. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Boucher in at the 4.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Nance. Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure scores, great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impress you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an offensive game that is really continuing to grow and is quite beautiful already is Zach LaVine. But probably the best example, Kev, would have to be the multi-time winner of the Six-Man Award, and that's Sweet Lou Williams. This guy can score against any defense. He's great in pick and roll. He has become a better playmaker, but Lou Williams is a problem to guard.
And as people will say, he is a professional scorer.
That's perfect, yes.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Now here's Davis. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta. Connects on the foul line jumper. Davis has got the game tied up here for Toronto. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Passes it to Henson. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Porter. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside, Davis. Poked away. Clock at 4. And Henson sends it back. And he gets it back.
You have to like that defensive effort. Dante Exum using his size to throw these shooters off. And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Exum. Pass to Henson. Back to Exum. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, it's hard to question the size Dante Exum brings to the point guard position. He's unique in the game, Kevin.
Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher, covered by Nance. Pass to Ibaka, out left to the wing. Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. The Raptors third.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
The free throw drops for Pop. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for John Henson. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Nance. Both good from the line that time.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Exum passes to Love. Here's Osman. Left side, Love. Over Siakam. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Thompson finds Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Porter. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Tristan is starting to develop a sense for how to find contact and working his way to the line.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. He's perfect from the line this time.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Ibaka outside. And it's off from three-point range.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Exum deciding where to go with it. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Love kicks to Osman. Takes the 13-footer. That one, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Lowry, good.
Well, a trifecta from Kyle Lowry. This guy gets great lift on his jump shot.
And here's Exum. The dish now to Porter. Over Siakam. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Porter. In Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Porter against Lowry. Here's Siakam. Great tee that time from Love. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. That one, no good. Good D by Siakam. He dishes it to Lowry. Six to shoot. Dishes to Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Porter dishes to Exum. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
Now, here's Exum. Love outside. Here's Osman. Kicks it to Exum. A shot. Love trying to break loose. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Raptors leading by 3. Here's the lob to the hoop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Now, here's Exum. Now recovering. Now, Exum. 6 points for him. Passes it to Osman. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Osman's got 7 points in the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Lowry with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Porter. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
It's blocked. Now, here's Exum. On the wing, Porter. It's good. This game is all even. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
So how about the Cavaliers head coach John Beilein making his NBA debut after 27 seasons as a college basketball coach? Think back to his time at Michigan, the first back-to-back 30-win seasons in school history. This is an excellent hire for Cleveland.
Now, here's Exum, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Here's Osman. He's got 7. Steps back and shoots. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And they get it. Porter pulls it in. And Doris, isn't it interesting? Coach John Beilein has never, at any level, been an assistant coach.
No, but he has made his way through the ranks, going from high school to junior college, Division III, Division II, and then right up through the ranks of Division I. So he now makes the final leap to the NBA. How cool is that, Kev?
Thompson passes to Porter. Over Siakam. And that one hits back iron. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
He's checked in for Love. Sexton comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Garland in for Exum. Marcus All checked in for the Raptors. Now, here's Sexton. 7 points in the game. And a wide open look for Porter. And another miss by Cleveland. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And here's Lowry. Shoots over Garland. Lowry can't get it to go.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. Henson checked in for Cleveland. And the Raptors also making a change. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Toronto on defense. Nance, right side. Now Sexton. 5 on the clock. Knocked away. Van Vliet looking around. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Lowry. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Van Vliet. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Cavaliers shooting in this game 45%. Outside Porter. Pass to Nance. And it's Toronto with the rebound. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Here's Siakam. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And Henson kicks to Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Marcus All. For Cleveland, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And Porter drops them both. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Powell dishes to Lowry. The pass to Siakam. And Henson sends it back. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Pass to Henson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porter. The shot comes out. Good D by Siakam. And it's blocked.
And this is what Nance Jr. is capable of. Send it back.
Boucher passes to Davis. Fires from deep. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cleveland ahead, up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Henson in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for John Beilein as we begin the second half. Here's Sexton. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Siakam trying to free himself up. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for Toronto. Van Vliet's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Garland kicks to Sexton. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. He feeds it to Gasol. No good. Shot missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Garland dishes to Sexton. It's stolen by Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Now, here's Garland. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Henson. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Love, right side. Clock at 6. Here's Osman, and it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Toronto, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Cavaliers, just way behind.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out. Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Osman. They grab their own miss. Now, here's Garland. Covered by Siakam. They need this one. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Kevin Love.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Lowry with the ball. 12 points for him. Gasol passes to Lowry. Over Garland. And again, it's Toronto converting.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
For Cleveland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Makes it off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Raptors leading by 3. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Lowry gets it to go.
I tell you, this guy combines crafty moves and an effective shot to attack defenses. Kyle Lowry cooking.
Garland kicks to Love. The pass to Garland. Back to Love. Another shot, Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Thompson, just a spectacular athlete and so muscular. He is so crafty on how he draws fouls while shooting.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That free throw good from Thompson.
Guys, what you love about Tristan Thompson, he never lets up off the offensive glass. He is thirsty for offensive boards.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marc Gasol. Second free throw, no good. And the rebound rate steadily climbing for Tristan Thompson, Doris, in recent seasons.
Yeah, so much so, Kevin, that he set a career high back in 2018-19. You think about over the last 4 years, he has averaged more rebounds than points. After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
For Toronto, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And Cleveland making a change here. Exum's checked in.
One shot.
He throw good, Van Vliet.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Now, here's Exum. He's got 8. Thompson outside. He kicks to Sexton. Pass to Osman. Just 4 to shoot. Tries a 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. At the top of the key, Lowry. Ibaka outside. That ball's nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Exum. Love outside. Kicks it to Sexton. Back to Love. They get a hand on it. Passes to Van Vliet. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Exum. Pass to Love. A jump hook, and that one is good. Love's got 4 points in the quarter.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Now, Siakam. 10 points for him, and the shot goes in.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Exum dishes to Thompson. Out in his own on the break. Here's Anunoby. Finished off the break. And it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
Well, making an impact with his defense has been a trademark of Serge's game. Nice job by the big man.
Exum passes to Thompson. Love wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Siakam. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, you love to see Siakam get going. This guy is so good at getting to his spots and converting.
Sexton kicks to Osman. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Anunoby. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Osman. He's got 7. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Osman. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. The dish to Lowry. To the paint. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Norman Powell's checked in for the Raptors. Davis comes in for Fred VanVleet. Nance finds Henson. Cleveland moving it around. And the pass to Sexton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 19-point game. Pass to Henson. Shot to stop the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Toronto leading by 18. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Exum dishes to Henson. He kicks it to Sexton. Bangs home the trifecta. Sexton's got 12 in the game.
I'll tell you what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Now here's Davis, defended by Sexton. Here's Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Boucher, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Exum passes to Sexton. Back to Exum. Kicks to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. And that comes off the assist by Exum. 14 points for Colin Sexton.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Powell against Porter. The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
It's deflected. Powell with the steal. Now here is Davis, defended by Sexton. To the middle. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, no fear in Kyle Lowry's game. This guy is happy to take it inside and seek you out.
Exum passes to Henson. Sexton kicks to Porter. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Davis, the pass to Boucher. Back to Davis. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Garland, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Raptors also with a sub. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Powell, no one around him. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Exum with it. He's got 8. Sexton kicks to Nance. Up top, Henson, defended by Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Gasol.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Powell for 3. Missed. And so it's Toronto with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
I need something to believe. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Raptors. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Marc Gasol. Davis is out there with Powell. And it's Boucher in at the power forward. Garland the pass to Henson. He dishes it to Exum. Out to the wing. Passes it to Garland. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered closely. Powell with the steal. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions to this?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
checked in for Henson. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Dante Exum. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Sexton. And the Raptors also making a change. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Powell. Garland. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's McCall, defended by Dellavedova. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
And here are the Cavaliers now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Now, here's Garland. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's McCall. Feeds it to Gasol. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, right there you see the toughness and the mental focus of Marc Gasol. This guy burying it even after getting hit.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here is Garland. Feet away. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's McCall. Pass to Gasol. Now Davis. Puts up a 3. Nance gets the rebound.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's Dellavedova. No good that time, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Dellavedova kicks to Garland. Here's McKinney inside, trying to get something going, and Garland with the lay-in.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. There's the pass to McCaw. Raptors moving the ball around. Low block shot. And it's Gasol with the bucket inside. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Marc Gasol, 7'1". That's an easy one.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. The wide open look here for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Davis looking for an opening. It's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Wade outside. And Garland has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. McCaw, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Gasol against Wade. Tipped away. Here's McKinney down low. The shot's good from Nance.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
Here's McCall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Cook, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Porter comes in for Garland. And then for Toronto, Johnson comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Thomas subbed in for Davis. No good on the second free throw. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Porter in the corner. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
To the inside, Thomas takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Dellavedova finds Porter. Pass to Wade. Now here is Dellavedova. The 15-footer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. And the shot goes down. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now here is Dellavedova. In basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Shot clock at 6. A steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's McCaw. And that one is stuffed right through.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Now here is Dellavedova. Oh, Porter in position. Deflects the pass. Thomas with the steal. Johnson surveying the floor.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Here is Thomas. Stolen by Wade.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Now here is Dellavedova. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Left side, Thomas. Passes it to McCaw. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Porter. Pass to McKinney. To stop the run. And it's blocked. And the pass to Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. True. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
He hits both from the stripe. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's McCall. Passes it to Boucher. Porter with the steal. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's McCall. Outside Thomas. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate. It's fair. They've earned the right to choose where they play.
Here's McCall. The Cavaliers making the shot.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Kyle Lowry.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And he makes the first. And Toronto making a change here. Davis is checked in. And Porter drops them both. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines. And that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
And so here's Toronto. Outside, Davis. And Thomas has it in the corner. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
11 seconds left in the game. Outside, Davis. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you. Here with Marc Gasol. Mark, you got on track offensively as the game went on. What was the difference?
Well, having the ball a little more, but it really doesn't matter. I thought in the second half, we played more like us. We executed better. We defend better. And we finished possession with the rebound, which allowed you to run a little bit more.
That is your team's MO, Mark. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.